Hello and welcome to a new video. In this video I'm going to show you an amazing tool which helps you to plan your BiS list for every class and to compare your gear in World of Warcraft Bronzebeard. I want to show you BisBeard. The player Surum, a great mage player who also contributed in my tier list, developed this amazing website here. On BisBeard, you can compare your complete gear set for your class and build, and you can adjust it to whatever you prefer. I will give you a rundown on how it works, and we will talk a bit about it afterwards. To use BisBeard, you go to bisbeard.com. I will link it down below in the video description. Here, you can pick your class and build. For example, I play a Retribution Paladin, so we pick this. Molten Core releases now, so we pick Phase 2, Molten Core here, and now we just hit Autofill. Now I can adjust some settings. For example, I can plan with a Drenner in my group for the 1% hit aura, or with improved Verifier for a 3% hit debuff in the raid. Also, Glyph of Vengeance is in here. Our 10 expertise from our Mystic Enchant is already calculated in, so that's really great. And you will also see some information about the stat weights and stuff, and the stat targets for your class. We now just run Autofill. And what we can see here, the tool chooses from a database of every item in the game, including raid items, Worldforged items, dungeon items and so on, and it will pick the best combinations on a stat weight formula for your class. All my paladin mains will now of course see that it's not perfect yet. We want to set our prio stats a bit different. This is an alpha, and with more contribution from more players, Zoom will adjust this to make it as easy and reliable as possible for you. But what you can do right now is clicking on the items you want to adjust, and we can pick the options we want. For example, it says the chromatic gauntlets of the champions are our BiS right now. That's not quite true. We actually want the dark iron gauntlets. The reason for this is this has 21 strength. The chromatic gauntlets have 50 attack power. So it thinks the 50 attack power is more than the 21 strength this gives. But this is not quite true. We actually have to factor in our Blessing of Kings, which is 10% more strength overall, and our rare Mystic Enchant, which gives us another 15% more strength, so we have 25% more strength overall. So instead of calculating 1 strength to 2 attack power, we have to calculate 1 strength equals 2.56 attack power, and if we take the 21 strength here, multiplicate it with 2.56, we get 53 or 54 attack power, which is more than the chromatic gauntlets can give us. The crit rates are about the same, this is a little bit more, but overall those are just better. We also don't want strength and attack power. Instead, as a secondary stat, you can just open this drop down menu, and we want crit and strength as a secondary stat. This will become our BiS hands for the next phase. Now that we have settled this, we just right click it to lock it in. But as I said, things like this will be adjusted in the future. This website just went live tonight, and it will become better in choosing the right BiS for you pretty soon in the future. Also, if we look into the trinket section, it gives us the option of the faulty stone golem and the strength of the high chief, once again because the stat weight goes into attack power. It is not calculating procs in. We actually want Dark Mooncard Maelstrom here, because this scales with spell power and this proc does a lot of damage. So we just adjust this. And now we can adjust our BiS list as we want. I prepared this one here. So for example, you can see this would be my BiS for the next phase right now. What we can do now is just we go on this copy share link button here. We get a link, and if we paste this in, everyone can see what you made as a BiS list here. You can share this with your guild, for example, to show everyone why you should get the next Sulfurous. What you also can do is pin this down here. With this, we have our gear pinned down with all stats it gives us. As we can see here, we don't hit 26 expertise, which we need. So what we can do, we pick our premium banana, for example, and we take the faulty stone golem, and now we will get the 26 expertise compared to before. So this is a really powerful tool which helps you to adjust your gear in the future, to make your optimal BiS list, and to plan ahead what you need for soft reserves or what gear you want to chase. What you also can do is you can plan ahead for future phases. For example, we can pick phase 5 next Rammers here, and if we go autofill, we do once again the same thing, tick the same boxes, run autofill, and it shows us all options which are in the game right now, which will be our BiS options in the future. Obviously, those items are not adjusted yet. It has mythic items already in, for example mythic 40 here, but keep in mind that all those items will change. Don't keep this as granted for now. What you can also see are those unclickable tabs here. In the future you can save builds you do on this website. You can also create a wish list for yourself for items you want, so you can just look it up really quick for your soft reserves. Also a talent calculator shall come, so you can plan your talents on this website here. And we have also the skilled button here. I asked him what the skilled button is about. He wants to implement login and account features, and then people can use it to save and archive their builds, and then the guild button would act as a tool for loot council. It will include BiS lists as well, and users will be able to submit their BiS list to the guild. This shall work similarly to Warcraft blocks, which one-time use per personal invite code to join your guild. What he also told me is that he wants to implement logs in the future, so you will be able to log with this website here. Great things are coming. This is just a really powerful and awesome tool Zoram is developing here, and it might be the Ascension version of Warcraft logs in the future. Try it out. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about this website, and if you are going to use it. Make sure to join his Discord server, give him some support because it's a really great tool for every Bronzebeard player out there. Thanks for Zoram for developing this, and thanks to Schmoopy for contributing the databases. Have fun planning your BiS lists, thanks for watching, and if you found this useful, make sure to like and subscribe, and also hype this video because it really helps out to show this tool to all Bronzebeard players on World of Warcraft Ascension. Special thanks goes to my channel members who support me with the hard and real life money, especially Nerdman, Aussie, Soul3, and Jay Callis for being high tier supporter.